I didn't necessarily have a normal life. I had two parents that was addicted to crack cocaine really bad. And my grandparents raised me and my siblings, and it was 6 of us. And I kind of drifted off a little bit towards seeking relationships and men because I didn't have, my parents weren't really there for me. I had my son at a young age. I was only 16 and I was still in high school, and I got pregnant with him and my life changed.
I moved out, it was probably in the fall. It was initially a lot of fun. It was like I could do whatever I wanted, no rules, no one to tell me what I could do, couldn't do. I could come home whenever, you know, hang out with who I wanted, when I wanted. But after a while, it's like hitting the floor. It's just not what I wanted. And I lived with some people that I probably shouldn't have. I ended up pregnant.
I had another pregnancy that wasn't planned, and I had an abortion. The thought of having another baby just felt very overwhelming. I really did not think twice about it. The only option was to have an abortion. It was really hard for me emotionally. I kind of, felt really bad about being a teenage mom, and I still struggled and raised my son.
I didn't like where I was living, and I knew I wanted to do more, and I was always told that your life was over after you had kids, and everything just kind of falls apart after that. And I didn't think I was going to be a very good mother. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the kid. I wasn't even sure how I was going to go about doing it. I didn't even know how to change a diaper when I found out. So it was really scary. Like, oh my God, I can't even take care of myself. How am I going to take care of a little one? Initially, the abortion idea did come to mind, but I just didn't have the heart to kill another human being.
You don't know how abortion will affect your life, because when you go in to get an abortion, you think that you're solving the problem, but they don't tell you that it can harm your body, that you can become ill from having an abortion, because I got really sick 3 days after me having an abortion. They did not get all the tissue out, which caused me to almost die because I lost so much blood. And I was in a lot of pain, and then I was hospitalized 3 days after having an abortion. So that scarred me a lot. But some women just feel as though that's the answer, because I know it's really hard. It is hard.
I actually got into a fight with my dad, and I was walking. It was pretty snowy out, and I called him halfway down the road. I was on my way to my boyfriend's house, and I told him, and he's like, well, come back home. I'm like, no. So I did eventually go back home, and I was talking to my stepmom. She was very involved with the church, and someone there told her about Lakeshore Pregnancy Center. So she set up an appointment for me, and I went in there and talked to Becky, and I cried to Becky. And she worked me through the process, and she was really friendly, and she actually helped me reach my decision to actually keep him.
I know that you feel ashamed, you feel hurt, you feel scared, and you might even feel betrayed. But God has a way of bringing people into your life to make a change, to give you guidance, to give you the resources that you need. And that's what LPC did for me in my life and my children's life.
There's not a lot of places or people that know exactly what it's like to be in half these people's shoes. I mean, a lot of them are young girls, or, and they're scared. And these people, they really care, and they just feel for them. It's totally different. I mean, actually seeing the ultrasound was one step, and then just carrying him through and feeling him kick is another step, and then actually holding him is just like, wow, this is it. I'm a mom now, and this little person depends on me. It was just amazing. I was so happy. I couldn't stop smiling.
I was reconsidering having another abortion, even though I went through all of that, because that's the state of mind sometimes you're in when you have an unplanned pregnancy. And what LPC did was listen to me and gave me options and made me think about my health and my baby's health. And if it wasn't for Lakeshore Pregnancy Center, my little baby girl would not be here. She would not be here. And they helped me with the healing process of having the abortion and the blessing that God has given me a second chance.
And after I had Robbie, I got everything together. I moved back home. I got a stable job. I started actually at school full-time, so I'm working, going to school, and being a full-time mom. A little difficult, but you learn to manage. It's pretty fun, actually. So I'm actually working right now, still taking care of Robbie. He's almost a year old, and I will be going back to school to hopefully get my bachelor's degree so I can give him a great future.
I've gained a friend in Lakeshore Pregnancy Center, a mom, basically, in Lakeshore Pregnancy Center, and she has turned my life around. Where I am now, I'm going to go back to school and get my degree, and I have goals now since LPC, and I have friends now, and I have church, and I have a new life.